Hell or High Water. Yes, I finally saw it as I said I would have. It stars Chris Pine, Ben Foster, and Jeff Bridges. It is a story of two brothers from Texas. They own a ranch and it is going into foreclosure. So their last resort is to rob banks in order to save it. And while this is happening, a sheriff played by Jeff Bridges is tracking them down and trying to find these guys. I was very hyped about Hell or High Water. It got very good reviews, so I was really excited because 2016, as I've said so many times, guys, has been pretty much garbage, as in great movies, so I was hoping this would be one of the best this year. Really, from the first 5 minutes, though, I honestly felt like this would be one of the best movies because it had that feeling, if you know what I mean. So many movies just lack that, and this one had that feeling. The cinematography is some of the best I've seen this entire year. Look at it, it's beautiful. I love the cinematography. They did a great job. As I described the plot, though, you're probably thinking that seems like a really unoriginal plot, and part of the reason it's not that unoriginal is because of the performances given by the three main characters. These are some of the best performances I've ever seen from these people. Chris Pine, I love him as Captain Kirk in Star Trek, but I think that this is by far his best performance he's ever given in any movie he's ever been in, because he plays such a real character, a very conflicted one, and wow, he did a great job. I'm hoping he can play characters like this more often. Jeff Bridges plays a sarcastic / serious cop, and he does the part so well. Ben Foster, he plays the brother who has had a troubled past, and he also does a great job. The movie starts out somewhat slow, but when we get into the third act, I feel like it really started to pick up, especially with the performances. They really did a great job in the direction they went in sometimes. Other times, not so much. I was not a big fan, but for the most part, I like the direction they went in with the film. I feel like they handled the action sequences very well as the script. It was very well written. It's also somewhat of a funny movie. There are parts that are meant to be funny, even though it's a drama, which I really liked. There's a scene in a diner with Jeff Bridges. It is really funny. It's probably my favorite scene in the entire movie, just because how funny it was, and there are definitely a lot of moments like this throughout the film. I felt the film did an amazing job at balancing everything it had, whether it's the comedy, the drama, and the action sequences. It was all handled very well and balanced out. One thing I really wish they would have done differently is made the movie a little longer. I wish they would have gone deeper with these characters, really went back to their past and had more character development, especially with Ben Foster's character. I feel like his character development wasn't really all there. It was mainly with Chris Pine and Jeff Bridges. They both had emotional conflicts in there, while Ben Foster really was just kind of a side character, which was definitely disappointing. And by the ending, I was hoping something big would happen, but of course, really nothing that big happened. You'll see when you see the movie. It disappointed me a little bit, but it's not too big of a gripe. All in all, Hell or High Water is a very well acted movie with some great cinematography, a very nicely written script. It did start out a little bit slow. Some of the parts in the movie I did not really totally dig, but I do think this is one of the best movies I've seen all year. If you think about it, it's really not saying much about 2016, but I do think you should check out Hell or High Water eventually. I'm going to give Hell or High Water an 8 out of 10. I think that's what it deserves, and I'll give it a 88%. If you ever have time, just check it out. I do think this is one of the best movies of the year so far. It's taken very seriously, has a lot of good comedy, something you guys should all enjoy. Thank you guys for watching as always, and have a fantastic day.